Welcome in Java 9 video series tutorials. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about there are some of the enhancements happen in the Stream API with respect to Java 9. So if you press Ctrl Shift T and search for the Stream interface, which belongs to the java.util package, here there are 4 API has been added in Java 9 that we are going to discuss. First of all, we'll discuss about the iterate method. So previously already we had iterate method in Java 8. So this is the iterate method which was added in Java 8. But in Java 9 there was one more overloaded iterate method has been added. Here you can see since Java 9. So we are going to talk about the iterate method which is added in Java 9. Of course we'll talk about the iterate method which previously existing from the Java 8 as well, right? So that we can understand the difference. Now next we are going to talk about something is called take while method, right? So here you can see take while method takes predicate, right? So we can use take while method with the stream. So this is the predicate. So this predicate, if you look into this predicate, this is a functional interface and which is having one method, right, which takes one input and returns boolean value, right? So predicate always returns the boolean value. So whenever we will apply a take while method on any stream, so as long as this predicate is true, output will be returned. Afterwards entire stream is going to discard it. So we have another method added in Java 8, something is called drop while. Drop while is exactly opposite of take while, right? We'll understand through example. And last fourth method has been added, something is called .ofnullable, right? So .ofnullable method basically we use to create a stream with the single element, right? So here look at the basically description saying that it returns a sequential stream containing a single element if not null, right? If you are here passing not null element, then it will create a stream with a single element, otherwise it returns an empty, right? If you pass null value, then it will return an empty stream. So let's try to understand through an example. So this is the basically class I have already created. Here I'm going to explore each and every API, whatever enhancement has been done in the Java 9, right? So let's start with the iterate. So I would say stream dot iterate, right? Why? So stream, and I will call its iterate method, right? Iterate. So first of all we'll see iterate method which was in Java 8 only. So it basically takes two parameters, seed as well as unary operator, right? Unary operator basically has one method, if you look into unary operator, which ultimately extends functional interface, which is having one method is called apply, which takes one input and returns output. So input you can process and return the output, right? So it's easy to define lambda expression for this functional interface. So here seed is nothing but the initial value, right? And here I am going to define a lambda expression, let's say something like it, I plus 1. So what do you mean by this stream? This stream says hey, it starts from 1 and every time increment by 1. So if I loop it, then it will go to the infinite, right? So I want to limit it. So that's the reason you have to call the limit on this. So just I want to start from 1 and I want to print till 10, right? And I will call collect method, which is the one of the terminator method in terminal method in stream API, right? And I would say collectors dot to list. So I want to collect output in the list, right? If I could see the return type which is saying as list, right? Now we can call for each method on this list, right? So I would say for each, which takes consumer as an argument. So here consumer we will specify as method reference, right? And I'm printing all the values starting from 1 to till 10, and here is the output, right? Now, so as I said, iterate method is added in Java 9. So what's the different, how that is different this iterate method than pre-existing iterate method which is available from Java 8? So let me tell you. So earlier we were using basically limit method to limit this output of a stream. So now from Java 9 onwards, you don't need to Java 9 onwards, you don't need to call basically limit method. Instead, you can pass here predicate, right? So here predicate I'm going to use I less than I less than equal to 10. That's it, because Java 9 provides iterated method there. We can pass three arguments, right? Why this guy is showing an error? I'm surprising. So if you go here, then first is seed nothing but the initial output. Then we have a predicate which basically takes that returns true or false value, and already we have a unary operator, right? That already we have defined. So now let's say sorry guys, here I cannot write condition like this. We have to define the predicate, right, which will return either true or false. Sorry guys, so we need to define a lambda expression, right? So if you look into this method which was added in Java 9, which takes first argument, seed is nothing but the first initial argument, and then predicate, right? For that you have to define a lambda expression which returns either true, false, or finally unary operator, right, which ultimately extends a function interface, right? So here now I'm done, right? So Java 9 words we can use iterate method like that, and we don't need to really call limit method on that. And let me separate the output something like this, so that it will distinguish output of these two, right? So here I would say iterate method we have used, right? A stream iterator. So I will write something like this, so that this will indicate these two are the output of iterate method. Here you can see this is the output from the second, right? Java 9 style. Now next thing we are going to talk, that is in a stream API, as I said, there is a method has been added, right? It's called take while. So as I said, a stream take while method takes each element that matches its predicate. It stops when it get unmatched element. It returns a subset of the elements that containing all the matched elements. Other part of the stream is discarded. Let's try to understand through an example. So here a stream dot, I would say take while, right? This is the example of take while. Okay. Now let me create one stream. So I would say a stream. So in previous video tutorial we have talked about the basically we have talked about off method, right? Not off method, yeah. So so don't get confused. I was thinking about the collection interfaces we have. There was some improvement in the with respect to factory method, but that is another case. So here we can call the off method on stream, right? And here we pass some numbers, right? Something like this, some random numbers we can pass. So we can create a stream something like this, right? And now in this stream I'm going to call take while method, right? So I have a stream, we can call take while, and we can define predicate. So here I'm going to define predicate, let's say number, lambda expression I'm going to define number, and here modulus division 2 equal to 0, means I'm looking only for the basically even number, right? A number is completely divisible by modulus division gives the 0, that means that number is even, right? Now again I'm going to call this collect method, this method, right? This is the one of the terminal method in stream API, right? So it's really huge code, so I will break it into 2 lines, and this guy is going to return collect 3, right? Variable name is not meaningful, but still not a problem. We are writing this code from learning purpose, but if you are working on a real code, right, real project, then make sure that you are giving the correct naming convention, following the correct naming convention. Now if I run, then what will happen? So here you can see the output, what output we are getting. So what happened when you call the take while method on stream, then we have a predicate, right? So this predicate is going to apply for each element. So this number is divisible by completed 2, so that number got returned because this is even. then 4 is also even, 6 is even, 98 is even, but 55 is not even. So at this point this predicate becomes false. So after that, including this element, after that entire stream is going to discard, and that's what we see the output, first part of the even numbers, and once odd number encounter, after that entire stream is going to discard. That's how basically take while method works, right? Now let's try to understand drop while. So drop while works exactly opposite of the take while, right? So let me show you. So here I'm going to use drop while, right? And let's say this variable name we can give like collect4, and of course I'm going to use drop while, right? So drop while, and if you look into over here, it is added in Java 9. Yeah. So now if I run, then basically take while is giving output up to here. So as I said, a drop while works exactly opposite of take while. So drop while will give the this part as a output, right? Whatever output is included in the take while, that is going to exclude in the drop while, right? Exactly opposite. So here you can see, so up take while output is up to 98, and if you look in the output of drop while, that is started from 50 55, then 6, then 57, this part of the string, right? So that's how basically drop while works. Last but not the least, we'll talk about the fourth method which was added in a Stream API in Java 9, and that is called ofnullable. Right? So let's try to understand how basically ofnullable works. So I would say a stream, and then I would say call ofnullable, right? Ofnullable. And here we can create a stream with single elements. Let's say I'm going to pass 12, and let's give the name as S1. I can create a stream by passing a null value as well, which was not possible at all till Java 8, right? Now if you look into the count, if you look into the count the size of this two stream, then a count of S1 you would get as 1, and count of S2 you would get as 0, because this will return an empty string. So let me show you. If I do s1 dot count, and again I'm doing s2 dot count, and let me run, and here is the output. Sorry guys, here I need to pass null. So that's how documentation says, right? Already we gone through the documentation. So here you can see first stream count gives as 1, and second stream gives the count as 0. That means in second part null, I mean empty stream has been created, right? And same the documentation says, if you click over here, right? So same documentation says, but you need to understand when to use basically ofnullable API, stream API in Java 9. So as you know, until Java 8 we cannot have null value in a stream. It would have caused a null pointer exception. In Java 9, the ofnullable method lets you create a single element stream while wraps a value if not null, or is an empty stream otherwise, right? Technically a stream ofnullable API is very similar to the null condition check when we talk about the context of Stream API, right? So that's all I wanted to show in this video tutorial, guys. So we have talked about all the enhancement happen in Stream API in Java 9. So I hope you like this video. If you really like this video, then hit on the like button. Didn't subscribe KK Java tutorial till yet, then please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video.